Guys, my friends from NordVPN are back, and they are better than ever. Now, I got to let you know about NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro. This offers advanced protections from malware, phishing scams, and other online threats. Let's say you're downloading a file. Threat Protection Pro protects it from malware. Clicking a link, Threat Protection Pro will block websites that are fake. It's the best. NordVPN is truly the best. Threat Protection Pro even stops web trackers to beef up your privacy. And it doesn't even need an active VPN connection for it to work. Just enable the feature when you download the NordVPN app. Then sit back, relax, and enjoy a better version of the internet. This works on Mac OS or Windows. Guys, just go to nordvpn.com/Sonnen. Get the NordVPN 2-year plan plus 4 extra months. It is risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Guys, you want me to really save you a step? Just click on the link below.
So there's this new Tom Aspinall. I could not like this anymore. Like, Tom Aspinall and Ilia Topuria are in a major battle in 2025. And so far, Sean O'Malley has stepped back. Now Sean O'Malley and Israel Adesanya were in this same battle in 2023 and 2024. And the battle is for supremacy of the company. And the reason it came down to O'Malley and Izzy is because they were the only two guys playing the game. Everybody else, all 756 guys under contract, were battling whoever they had bout agreements with. And O'Malley starts playing another game to become the face of the company, a game that Izzy was already playing. In the absence of Conor McGregor, it's a seat that needs to be taken. I'm just telling you, I don't want you to miss this, because right now the battle is between Tom and Ilia. And it's a hard seat to get. And before any of you tell me, oh, Jon Jones is better or Islam's better, Jon Jones and Islam aren't playing the game. They are not, they're not playing. That's not something either of them is interested in doing. So that seat is still available. Then go to the best fighter, the highest ranked guy, or anything else. Biggest star in the company, it's a totally different thing. I can't remember the last time Conor McGregor won a fight. I can't remember the last time he had a belt. It's not an insult, it's a reality, and comes back and gets a license. He retakes that seat at the throne, just by example. So, it's a risky game, man. It's a risky game because there is a way that legends are made. There is plenty of guys that hit home runs. Plenty of them. But Babe Ruth was the only one to walk to the mound and tell you ahead of time. But the thing with that is if he misses, he looks like a fool. That's the game. If you call it and you get it, you're a star. If you don't, you open yourself and you become susceptible. That is the game. So Ilia Topuria has decided to step to the baddest dude in the UFC. The rankings say Islam's the baddest dude in the UFC. But if you don't agree with that, and there are other rankings, then it's Jon Jones, who Tom Aspinall has decided to step to. But they're not just getting called or hoping to get aligned. They're going to the media. They're calling them out. They're going to the press. They're not afraid to get ugly. They're not afraid to make it dirty to get what they want. And right now, Aspinall versus Jones will be the biggest fight of 2025. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about with what we have right now. I would argue for you, and we wouldn't know until we got there. I'm a little projection by me, but I strongly believe if Ilia Topuria goes to Charles first and gets through Charles, Ilia versus Islam can challenge Aspinall versus Jones and possibly overtake them. There's a lot of ifs, right? plenty of slip between a cup and a lip. But it can... I strongly believe what I just said. Ilya versus Islam now, which isn't ready. It's not ready. It's not the same thing. You got, if you can somehow get Ilya to stop off somewhere first. But Ilya versus Islam now would be the number 2 fight of 2025. And there's nothing that can be made or booked or get put together that you could reasonably foresee that would make that statement incorrect. It would only fall to Jones and Aspinall. But that's why the battle, right? So Aspinall used to drive me crazy. He used to drive me crazy. He was just handsome enough, and he was just at that right age, and he had beaten just enough guys, but there was plenty of guys that matched what I just said. One thing that Aspinall had is he had one of the biggest voices in the business, which was Michael Bisping. Carnival barking constantly, to where Bisping is getting in arguments with other voices like Joe Rogan, like John Anik, like Daniel Cormier. He's getting in arguments because he won't stop Bo Didi Browning for Tom Aspinall. It's a very interesting thing, but it gave Tom a major advantage. The story of Tom's career, you had better believe, involves Michael Bisping in that participation, but I have my own little thing going for Tom. I kind of saw what Bisping saw. And they were countrymen. I think they knew each other. Like, theirs was more personal. Mine was from an outside perspective, a fan or an analyst. But I'm watching this guy too, and I'm seeing something special, but I'm not loving the way that he's going about the media. So I did something where I told people, from now on, you call. I'd never met Tom. I never talked about it. I just came and I told, hey, from now on, he doesn't do it. You call me. You want to talk to Tom? You come to me. Oscar Willis did it. He called me for an interview with Tom, and I did the interview as though I was Tom. I spoke for Tom. I mean, I'm just sharing, like, this was a very fun thing, and now he's on top of the world. However, he's going about things differently, and he's taking some massive risks, and they're the right risks. Tom showed up at a UFC, and he pulled out a rubber duck. And the rubber duck is to represent Jon Jones ducking him. Okay. Now, okay. The interpretation of this piece of theater, the first thing that you must understand, this man is rich and he's famous. He can afford a really good-looking duck. He pulls out one like you would get in a Happy Meal. In fact, I suspect that he did. And there's a little machine that they have. It's called the claw. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's in like pizza shops. You throw a couple of quarters in, and then this thing moves around, and you push it like and it goes down. And maybe it gets something, and maybe it doesn't. If it happens to get something, you get it. It was a duck like that. It probably had a wholesale value of somewhere around 15 cents. And that's the duck that Tom Aspinall, in the front row, he's in a $5,000 seat. And the prop of choice that he elected to go with is a 15-cent duck, possibly from a Happy Meal. Like that interpretation of that piece of theater, this was so great. This was great stuff. This is a brilliance. $10,000 is my rate, by the way, if anyone wants to know. You see me doing videos, I'm putting somebody over. $10,000 is what I charge him for that video. Tom just got one on the house, and all it cost him was a 15-cent plastic duck.